Yeah, so this is the first sort of big project that we've done, especially using more of a larger roof light. So yeah, I mean we've extended a couple of times, and we just had the normal standard Velux lights on our old extension, which was a pitch roof. But because of the size and the scale of this extension, we wanted something quite more significant and to stand out in terms of a design perspective, and to make a bit more of a statement really. I did quite a lot of research on Pinterest and all the standard kind of Googling, but yeah, because of the way in which we designed the kitchen, it was very angular. We sort of went down the road initially of looking for a lantern, and we found you guys because obviously Roof Maker are local to us, and also yeah, we noticed that you did a slimline version of the lantern. But the more we got into the design process, we liked the idea of doing something different, and using the width of the extension to make a feature of it really, but obviously while bringing in the practicality of having the light in the room. Yeah, absolutely. Just simply because we wanted to do something different. Our ethos when we designed this was we had an extension done before, but with this we just didn't want to compromise on anything. So we wanted to have something that was different to other people's, and that stood out really. So there was a thought that we were going to have a lantern initially, but eventually we liked the design difference with this product. Yeah, I think when we designed the space itself, it was about going big, in the old kind of, go big or go home. It was the difference between us moving house or staying here, because we felt like we either needed to do something quite significant here or move on and buy something different. So yeah, we definitely were, in our heads, we didn't want to compromise on anything really in terms of the design. So the quality is important to us, and yeah, the design feature, which is why we ended up with Roof Maker. Yeah, Googling, and also my other half's a builder, and he has been on jobs where Roof Maker have been involved, and that's sort of really where we decided to go. I mean, in terms of price, it was more competitive than some of the other people that we looked into. The location was good for us because it was local. Just in general, kind of the whole package, really. We spend all of our time in here. I think it's a great space that we've had some really cold days, like recently, in March when it was sub-zero, and this room, because it gets so much light, keeps it so warm in comparison to the rest of the house. So we spend a lot of time in here, and we've got much more of a social space now, and especially coming into summer, with having the doors and everything open, it brings the inside out, and vice versa really. So yeah, it's definitely changed our living, and we're definitely not moving now. So we'll be staying. Not really, no. I just we've always been a very social kind of family, and we've always prior to the pandemic had lots of friends and family around, and we always host parties, and we're really looking forward to getting back to that. And this space delivers much more than we had before. And I think having the prior kitchen made me realise, a lot of things that we wanted to change and little tweaks and all the things you learn along the way. But there's nothing that's really surprised us because we always knew what we wanted to achieve. We've gone over budget quite considerably, but that's because we didn't want to compromise, and the roof light being one of those things is just, it was never a compromise we wanted to make, and we're glad we didn't at the end of it. I think it's one of those things that you tend to find it always feels like a lot of money at the time when you're spending it, but it is worth it in the end for the end product. Don't compromise. It's my biggest, that was always our number one, is that if you want something, you'll 100% have it, and it always does cost a bit more, and providing obviously you can afford to, this has probably taken longer because we've not compromised in some respects, and it's not always been an easy journey from us. Like, we started off, with a very small terraced property, and we've worked our way up. Luckily, like, my other half's a builder, so we've been very lucky in that respect. And like I say, I think when you get to a point where you don't compromise, you enjoy that space so much more.